actually start using a timer, but if I do use a timer, it'll be before the stream is scheduled to start. That way, I guess it gets rid of this funky beginning at the beginning of the stream where I just cut in. But anywho, we should be live now. Let me know if the audio is messed up or it's too low, loud, whether my mic or the game, and I'll just get into it. Also, I need to show the scoreboard because I don't know why I haven't done that much, even though it's the thumbnail for this video or stream, sorry. Because if you're watching this from a VOD, it's a video, but if you're watching it now, it's a stream. Oh no, spookiness! Oh, it's pre-recorded! Oh, but anywho, we'll get into the news story, into the quick play. And let's begin with our first run being at Eldritch Parasite, all perks, Koji. But we're Eldritch Perks. I mean, I think we are all perks, but the point is that I'm Koji on Eldritch Parasite. Strength, knowledge, dexterity, second encounter Takshisan, and light, and this leads to one of my favorite strats, Roll History Club. So, if I'm gonna still get out immediately though, the moment I find, I guess, the bare minimum after a certain point, but still, we're going to be employing the Mind Drain Ghostly Spear strat through History Club. Now, are there better strats or more consistent strats? Sure, but they usually don't work for me. I also still have my custom mysteries accidentally set up, so let me just take care of that quickly. While I really think about if I really, really want to run the History Club strat. I think I still want to. So, Flood, Bulletin, Nails, Mermaids, Botanist. I guess we'll do Mermaids first, just in case if we do get Mind Drain and or Ghostly Spear, we can do a thing. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, we do have all perks. I saw Pickpocket. That is not a Koji perk. And then I saw Arcane Grasp. I could take Absorb for damage anyway, but that's really not great because I think it also costs Reason. Why did I not check? I can check. I don't know why I do this to myself. I could also grab this. I guess I will, just for the purposes of if I ever have an encounter where I don't want to use it one turn or 2 turns later, then I can. But still, I need to find an actual source of damage, and none of these are really that. So if I get Fast Swimmer or Adrenaline or something, then maybe. But our Doom is already shooting through the roof, so granted, we have Flood and whatnot, but I don't want to. I don't want to. So we have about 25% Doom to spend, and that's checks inside the History Club. Now, I could use these as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm still going to take it, so now we're waiting on... We can only have one more use. I need something better, though. Okay, fine. We'll take Adrenaline, and then we'll Monument like 2 or 3 times, as much as the game will allow me without asking for funds. Probably even that much is enough, and yeah, we move on. Do I? Nah, it's too late. Hey, good. Thank you for the good luck, by the way. It's time for me to go. Nice Fearful proc curse, by the way. I very much appreciate it. I don't, but hey. Yeah, and now we hope and pray, because I don't think I had the luck to grab Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear, save for an event at this point, unless I visit the tree, which I could do, but I don't like the curses that I could get either, so yeah, I guess we're gonna trade blow for kicks here. Potentially 8 damage, but I wouldn't hold my breath. This is really low chance to happening. It's 90, 80, 80, 80, but that's still not, I mean, pretty much a coin flip's chance of hitting all 4 kicks, but I have to work with what I've got, because what I've got is no source of damage other than Koji's kicks. So, yeah, this would be nice. Do I still want to grab a weapon? I need to, because the fire axe is probably not gonna... Yeah, I need to do this. I don't need to do this, but I need to immediately grab something, and this is not going to be enough. Well, hey, this is not the weapon to use, but I might be going a bit crazy, but I need it. So, hey, because at the bare minimum, we can do this, which we'll be able to do with the fire axe as well, but I think I'm just going to keep the shovel, because if I'm going to be doing 9 damage, I would rather proc funds after an encounter. Now, it's not always going to proc, but I feel like it usually did. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I have to risk going through. Cut arm sinew right into... right into the end, man. Why? Why do I have to be like this? That was not a strength check, right? Anywho. So, Doom aside, do you see why I hate running just the weapons during Eldritch Parasite? Like, I'm already this hurt. Half of it was because of, I want to say part, that's why I stopped on a PF syllable, but half of it is because of events, but the other half is because of just encounters in general. So, yeah, I kicked through one encounter, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. Also, Glued Corpse is my second encounter, by the way. But this is not gonna fly, so we do this and hope for the best, because if he raises his axe, I'm taking unnecessary damage. So, yeah, we do this and pray that he doesn't do it again. Now, I could, at this point, and he did raise his axe again, so I have to, or I should probably brace. But I think this is the strat I'm going to employ, because 41% Doom is also not great. I missed one of those kicks. No, they only did 1 damage. Can you stop doing your attack? Can that would very much appreciate it. Although, if nothing else, we're here to realize how bad my luck is, so we can just try to work with what we got. Also, that's right, it only did 9. And now we already have 10. Yes, I could have just avoided this encounter, but I do need to get rid of that, by the way, the cut arm sinew, because that's gonna make a difference. So into nails we go. What's our max threat level locations? Why did I double back on myself? I'm gonna just do forest here while we grab the handcuffs. Yeah, and I think we're just gonna sell the fire axe. I don't want to take any risks with trying to grab funds elsewhere in terms of Doom. My lisp. It's not really a lisp, it's just me talking, but I'm thinking of what I need to do now, because I don't have many more options. Did I not get rid of it, by the way? I did not. I'm going crazy. Oh, boy. Wait. What? I mean, I'm not in the doctor's office, but... Oh, wow. I'm going crazy. I can't prepare, by the way. I'm just gonna trade reason off. I was about to say, how did I enter the doctor's office and then do a thing? This... funny enough, folklore studies is the best thing we've got. So, we're gonna fight this thing. And yeah, with the power of the shovel in a very, very, very situational encounter. But we're gonna sniff that corpse dust because magical experience powers. But yeah, this is not going well. I'm about to get reset. This is not great. That's better. At least I didn't lose more stamina, but I promise you, we have 4 mysteries to go, and I need to not lose more than 3 reason. So we have to try to run. We have to get lucky, basically. I don't think there's much more I can do. I don't think I can ignore it. Yeah. Basically, do anything but take stamina damage, but that's... I don't know if that's gonna happen. We can fight this, but... Oh, this week has not been great for my energy, but... We'll deal. Now that being said, man, Fearful is going to do a lot of damage to me too, but there's no helping it. We'll still do our best. Don't think it's going to be enough. 80% for 11 damage. Oh, these painkillers are useless. I should just actually sell these. I can't sell them right now, but we'll sell them later. Can I brace into anything? It looks like I can, but I don't think I actually can. So, we're gonna do this at least. Yeah. We get bonus damage. I don't get to prep attack. That's really sad, but we should be able to handcuff in time. Okay, good. Let's sell these painkillers really quick before I forget, and then level up. We'll go for a high score. I'm not really feeling confident this run, even though I remember my second encounter is Glued Corpse. It's not going to be enough. So, fast learner is. I mean, there's not much I can do. I'll go for a cigarette play maybe, but we are already in flood. So I'll do my best. I mean, we might actually reach the lighthouse. The problem is I still won't survive, so... Or it's... We have like an 11% chance of winning this run. Those are very arbitrary odds, yes, but... I mean, I'm just letting you know, if nothing else, how hopeless my situation appears to be. Is that actually the first shovel proc I've actually had? Shaking my head in real life. So let's see. School. That will save me some investigations. Still won't be enough. Because I'm probably dead unless I get... No, I have about 2 stamina left. Because the only thing I fail really is the dexterity check. And the charisma check, obviously, but I'm worried about my stamina right now, so... Yeah, we just throw Hail Marys, and we hope for the best. 70% chance to do 12 damage per turn. Spread between 2 6 HP hits. Which will help here, because I can do 6 damage to this, and then maybe 6 damage here, but I missed, so never mind. But maybe we get out quickly. Maybe. And then we succeed every event check, and only run to like 1 cadaver event, maybe? 1 bad event? 1 time skip? But our doom is still on track. Botanist Bulletin. Speaking of which, yeah, neither of these are great, but we'll walk through them as best as we can. Did I also... I put the police in the wrong place. Well, hey. At this point... Almost doesn't matter. We have 1 hospital investigation, but it doesn't warrant it, because I think it's... Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna... I'll check next run, if I remember. So, we'll move on. Yep, this is... Oof. Oof. Mind you, I'm very fast right now for where I am, but... What could possibly help me here? Ghostly Sphere, or Mind Drain, so you know what, we're taking this. Not that it's going to help. We've already lost so much HP from events, but... Yeah, not much I can do. I just have to hope. Because events that force me to lose reason or stamina, I just have to hope. That's actually a good outcome, because normally you're not going to run to S to E. Unless you're trying to, so we'll trade some Doom here. Yeah, now I want to avoid losing stamina or reason. So that's good. That's a good event as well. Dig out the package because we actually have a stamina. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired, but... I mean, I'm awake enough to employ strats like this, but... I mean, eventually I'm going to fail, so we're on our last point of stamina. If we have a dexterity check. I never checked the lighthouse, did I? Well, if I did, I promptly forgot, but doesn't matter. I should have just taken the injury at that point. But how would I know I rolled a 10 on that perception check? So yeah, not much I can do. Can't even run, but for giggles, we'll run to try and survive as long as we can. And yeah, this is... we got to the last mystery. We're still not going to survive, most likely, but we'll maybe some good things will happen. Although I do immediately have to check if I have... well, now with the 6th floor, let's check if we have the dexterity check. We do, so we're dead, but again, we'll struggle till the very end. I don't think... unless we get, like, every point to dexterity, which I could have done, actually. I could have actually leveled up enough to get my dexterity up, but let's see if we pass the... let's see if we live through even this mystery. So, that's not gonna be great. Do we even have a way out? I don't think we do. Yeah, not really. Well, time for camera flash. And I have no hopes here, but maybe I'm gonna be surprised with my luck here. So, yep, there's one dodge, and I think I can actually get out now. I can. So, hooray, we won a coin toss. Will it still matter, though? Ah, my back. We have to take a ride. Nope, to lose to reason. Into the forest we go. Buy a spell, why not? Maybe it's the thing, it's not, but it's good to hope. Give you funds. Oh my goodness. Oh, please. I don't... again, there's no way for me to survive. I should have put points into dexterity, knowing that I could have had a dexterity check, but... how was I supposed to realize how hurt I was gonna... actually, it was more consistent for me to build into dexterity, but at this point, it's a bit too late. But we'll keep trying our best. I don't think there's a spell for dexterity, right? When I think about it, well, regardless, I should have just taken an injury here as well, but I simply thought, with 5 charisma and 5 dexterity, I choose the one that doesn't give me a cut artery, but hey. And yeah, not much else to say. I'm gonna reset myself here, so here's the scoreboard. And I will move on in about 10 seconds while I take a sip of water. So, oh, pain. Pain! That being said, I almost forgot to get water again for this stream, but hey, thankfully I did remember. So now we can be here, having a fun time together with me for about the next 105 minutes. Quick play, by the way. So we have a Zal Knight Errant character exclusive Koji. So here's the salty run back, except it's not a salty run back because we're not on Ath and we don't have Eldritch Parasite, but we may get it again, especially if I don't complete the challenge series. So light, second mystery, charisma, strength, Takshisan, and maybe knowledge. I'm still gonna enable Occult Shop and play around with it. It's just something I've been playing around with. Although I would advise, again, if your character has at least even 6 or if 6 knowledge is your highest stat, go ahead and enable Occult Shop if you have it. Otherwise, if you have anything else, or usually just 7 knowledge, even if other stats might be high, aside from strength, in my opinion. But if your knowledge is high, you can run a Occult Shop. I'm not going to mac on anyone for that. Again, the common denominator here is that I often don't have a fun time with the Occult Shop, but it does work out some of the time. It needs to work out more often, though, because then I do a challenge series like the Nuzlocke series, and yeah. Recluse, Festival, Flood, Sailors, Painting. Ugh. Something into Recluse, because I need a weapon first. Now, would I like a chainsaw on top of that? We don't have hardware stores, so that's not an option. I have to take Sailors first, really? Not in town, not in town, not in town, not in town. So I really do have to take Sailors first. And immediately 10 experience rule. This is probably not a good stream for doing the Nuzlocke challenge, all things considered, looking at my luck, but hey. So we will do that, if for no other reason than to increase my thing, but soon afterward, we'll spend a bit of Doom doing this, but then I'm just gonna take 2 curses. I mean, it's that or branded, but still. A lot of fearful. A lot of fearful. That's maybe too much fearful, but I could have also sold the inspiring novel. I probably will need to. I didn't get a single thing, by the way. So I very much appreciate the gold shop. Garbage location for me. But hey, we'll do what it will take. I personally will take the ritual dagger as well, but the small candle is theoretically what we're looking for. Although, knowing that, as I proceed to not get the tainted violin as well, we'll take the cursed doll, and we'll move on. So what I was gonna say is, knowing that I don't really run a cult shop, there's probably something in the history, basically looking for damage increases, but if there were a damage increase, I would feel like I would have seen it. But what this means is that, now that I think about it, I have Recluse and I'm running the small candle. Is this gonna be okay? Please tell me I have at least... No, I probably only have 3 damage on Sever. I do have the cursed doll, so things are a bit better, but... So, what the small candle does for me is basically a worse kick on average. Well, I mean, it's a trade-off kick. The trade-off is 10 accuracy, but I get an extra point of damage, which... Fair enough, but I spent 20%-ish Doom getting the small candle, and I can run for less Doom, but... This is fast weapons are such garbage weapons for me. I can't run fast weapons, man. They don't work out. Oh, I accidentally visited the downtown. Anywho. Yeah, again, and I wouldn't mech anyone. I mean, being serious, if you have 6 knowledge or above, you can run knowledge weapons. You can, especially small candle, which is, I think, pretty much... Well, I'm trying to think. For me, it's maybe Ritual Dagger, but that's because I like more damage. And also it does more sever damage, but... Because the... Well, no, Ritual Dagger also has a proc in it. Also, we now have something for ourselves, but it's not... I'm just gonna sell it now. Because we still want the we still want the accuracy increase. Actually, that's right. Because I have the camera, we would have had a 60% accuracy. In that encounter, anyway. The not fun thing... Oh, I was supposed to actually throw that away. Well, too late now. Also, we're on Knight Errant, I just realized. So we throw that away, and we throw this away. We're on Timeline A, but we need to do that for Ending A, regardless. So, because the Knight Errant penalty is absolutely going to hurt us. And that being said, we have Flood, Festival, Recluse. What's the last mystery? I forgot. I know they're all not town mysteries. But knowing what I just said... I mean, if we had scissors, it would be school, but I'm looking at the police station, so... And I know we don't have scissors, so we're gonna set it to the village instead, funny enough. But I don't think... I think I actually wanted to set it elsewhere. I'm going crazy. This is not the best stream for me, basically. Oh, that's right. We have Eldritch Parasite too, or not the Azal 10% experience Parasite, which is I think pretty much the worst RNG you can get, because everything else you can usually avoid. Experience you can't avoid. So, I mean, yes, you can, but we also you can indirectly by nature of the police station. Unfortunately, 1, I need level ups here, and 2, we have 4 non-town mysteries, so Painting, Flood, Festival, Recluse, and we're gonna take Recluse immediately, and yeah. And now we have Fearful and Hallucination, so we're taking even more. Please tell me the curse rule is 1% as well. Okay, good. At least there's that. If that was 2%. Why do I keep going? Because I'm humoring the idea that is, hey, let's run these because they're for the best consistently on characters like Koji and Kyrie. Now, the asterisk there is that they do work. They just don't work for me. But I thought, might as well try it out. Especially since our score is 0 right now, so I might as well try it out. But what a fool I was. Well, for Koji can run almost anything. But... Anywho. We can get rid of a curse here. It's probably going to be fearful, but first things first. And 8 knowledge, realistically speaking, you can run knowledge weapons, save for Bonesaw, but I mean, Bonesaw might actually be better here because I do more sever damage, but again, that's me being picky. You have better options with Recluse, so anywho. Or you normally would have better options. Like, I have Cursed Doll right here. I don't need to worry so much, but it would be nice. No, hit more lucky. It's just a 9. Yeah, they do. Again, on average, I know they hit accurately against most enemies, even though, the asterisk for me is that it's not enough accuracy, because normally you can get 70 to 80% kind of reliably, because a lot of encounters that you care about are normally low power enemies. But this is a low power enemy relatively. But it's also a ghost encounter, so I get 3 damage. Well, I get 4 damage because I have 8 knowledge. So that's the saving grace here. So I don't need to hit the Cursed Doll. I'm probably still going to because things. So yeah, let's do that. Now, I think I rolled badly on both Cursed Doll uses, but so be it. And yeah, that's Azal, right? There's no way for me to get rid of, like, I leveled up right after defeat. Yeah, 20 experience. That was, oh, the pain. Funny enough, I don't know how my cards are gonna roll here, but I'm just gonna take deduction, because that actually doesn't trigger Azal, because deduction happens after Azal kicks in. But I can't avoid this because all of my mysteries are now out of town. Luckily, this run happened. The one shining light in the darkness, actually, is that this run happened as my score was reset. So I don't mind dying as much here, and we'll throw it away at the end. But this is already not looking good. So again, for an encounter like this, faster weapons are better. Now, this encounter is easy regardless, but it doesn't change the fact that, objectively speaking, unless I miss so many times here, but the chances of that are very, very, very low, I say, as I recently had a run where I missed, was it 5 90% in a row? Anywho. What's going on? Like the Nuzlocke? What a good old god. Not really much to say. Do I roll this here? Do I humor this? I'm in Flood, but we have Azal. Why did I do... Actually, I shouldn't have done that. You know why I shouldn't have done that? Is because when I pass events, my experience increases. We're dead anyway, because the game said so, but... Bottle of water, just to hold out for as long as possible, and we immediately run. We're not getting any A here, so we're also getting a Knight Errant penalty. And all things considered... Well, let me think about that, actually, because I'm thinking about the Inspiring Novel. I threw away the Inspiring Novel for Sailors. That's why I don't have the Inspiring Novel to use now. But if I had used it then, I would need to have... Well, it would have been better to use it for Flood here, I think, when I'm thinking about it, because in Sailors I could throw anything away. In Flood, the damage increase would have been very much appreciated, but here's another higher power encounter where I pray. And again, this is a very consistent strat. It's just I also didn't throw funds away, did I? Do it here out of curiosity. I can. It's not gonna save me because I'm gonna lose 6% Doom, I think. I should have just looked at the rule, but we're gonna see in a hot moment regardless, and I'm gonna use Cursed Doll probably once or twice, sorry. Wait, did that even do damage? Now I'm just curious. Okay, it did. Anywho, I was gonna probably use it again anyway. Oh, I gained 30 experience before the end there, so I'm sorry. I lost 8% Doom with the experience rule. Question mark? Anywho. We'll move on. And then deduction hits me, so... Yeah, I think... yeah, deduction's doing more damage right now. But I was trying to work that out in my head how much experience I was going to get. It's hard to say because, again, you could pass or fail any number of events, and the encounters you run into can have your doom fluctuate. But we're on our 4th mystery with 80% doom. This is not looking good, and I have no say because there are no more monument uses. I could... well... No, there's no weapon anywhere. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. So, you know, actually, no, I have to do this, because if I pass an event, my experience rises. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because I'm not going to level up before Azalt smacks me in the face, so... why do you cost Doom here? I mean, I know why you cost Doom here. It's my RNG, but... not much I can do, and I think we just roll for the gods, right? The double brain worms, you know what? Decrease Doom by 4%. And Hermit will lower that further by 10, but... oh yeah, you'll see the rule... by the way, you'll see the rules when I finish the run here. I can do that, actually. If I'm gonna get reset, usually I wouldn't, but for the case of someone watching, this is a Nuzlocke challenge, and yeah, I have to win against every old god by hitting quick play. Now, if I get the same god, I just have to survive, and that's a bit harsh in some people's opinion, but it's what I've set up for myself. I'm not binding anyone to that rule. If you want to do this challenge yourself, have fun with your difficulty. You can tell immediately because there's blood splatters behind the character portrait. But anywho, well, it's time. Well, is it time? No, it's not. I brace here instead, actually. I'm not going to take that risk. 90%, so theoretically we should hit every single one of these. I need to brace again, actually, before I do Desperate Action. And let's find out. Do I get this? I do not. This should be enough, though, unless I miss a 90%. Okay, good. Again, never that unlucky, but usually we have bad luck. Until the game blesses me with good luck. Our Doom is about to increase by about 7%, by the way, so... let's brace. Also, I just realized that I'm doing a thing, but... because I'm looking at OBS, and I'm like, huh. But it's because... oh, 14% Doom. I'm sorry, 14% Doom. So we're dead already, but... hey. I'm pretty sure... yeah, I'm thinking of a thing. No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, because I'm not sure if it's correct. Nonetheless, even if I wanted to let go of Hermit, I don't think I can, right? Yeah, there's no way, right? No. So on this stream, you're going to find me talking about the gameplay 90% of the time, but when things like this happen, I just kind of do anything else. So without further ado, we immediately die. And yeah, here's the scoreboard and the rules set. I might as well go over it. I don't think I've officially gone over it. I kind of just skimmed over it. But for those who already know, it's not going to take that much time. So yeah, must complete a quick play Harbinger Sun Death random timeline run against every old god. Basically, not even going to the character selection screen. If the same old god appears, I have to survive. And then I have to start over after losing any run. And by start over, I mean the score goes back down to 0. And then how many gods have I won against? So that is really the question we have on our face. And it's a bit rough, because you could get things like Mizuki's 7th Curse Fatalist and then just cry, but we can get some good ones as well, like we get Aiko 70% of the time. But we'll see as we get into Herald, Ill-Fated, Character Exclusive, Koji. This is a Koji stream, just a big Koji stream. This is Ill-Fated. Oh yeah, it is Ill-Fated. I can level up. I don't know why I asked that when I saw myself with 133 experience. Or 66 experience if you're playing Jury. But Charisma, 2nd Encounter, Light, Dexterity, 2nd Mystery, maybe Strength? Do I want to humor the Occult Shop? I mean, my score is at 0 right now, so you know what? I should probably stop. Usually I start being more serious after about episode 50. Well, theoretically speaking, we're probably on episode 50 by now. But... hey, this is the bare minimum. I don't even consider this challenge actually difficult, objectively speaking, but it's just because of me that it's taken this long. But let me hold on this level up for a moment, because I usually like to look at my mysteries before I level up. I have to at least tell myself that, because I see Metamorphosis immediately. Ward, Mermaids, Akamanto? No, Festival. And then Teacher. Ugh. What a terrible loadout. At least I have a legal den for Ward, maybe? It's still not great. And I want to I'm probably going to give myself Birds at the very end because I want to take Festival 4th. But we'll see. We do have 6 strength immediately, and because we don't use the Monkey Wrench, I can take this immediately. Now, am I going to be doing 9 damage? We'll find out, but let's see. Ill-fated. I need to not go crazy here. Let us see. I'm thinking at the moment. I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have time to grab a Tainted Violin. I would like to. I probably don't. Now, I do see it here. This is also why I don't like to run on the... Granted, then I say, I don't like to run shops, but then you ask, Jordan, isn't one of the consistent strats that you talked about running Hardware Store, and that's a shop too? The thing there is that Hardware Store has at least 4 or 5 weapons, where Occult Shop has tops 3. So, this is me rolling shops. I mean, I should just re-roll here. Unless I wanted to go out of my mind, grab the Tainted Violin. I'm gonna do it. Tree into funds. Mind wipe. Tree into funds. Flashbacks. Well, I could discard flashbacks. I have to take the risk here because I can't afford it. Give me a weapon, please. Okay, good. I would personally take this. We're gonna take the small candle for the sake of being faster. Again, they're both good. I think small candle does win out just because you have flexibility in increasing doom, but anywho, will monument once. What do we have? Teacher, Metamorphosis, Ward. Oh, I need to grab the hospital pass too. I could sell the camera, but I think it's gonna be better for me to hold on to it. So, Illegal Den, who was our ally? Nothing good, and hospital pass. Okay, now we go. I'll just eat out of funds to the face. No, I have the film roll. Let's eat doom to the face. And we'll move on. So, 25% is high, plus the hospital pass, but the hospital pass will pay itself off, so that I know for sure. The question is if the small candle plus Tainted Violin will pay itself off, but we'll find out. I'm ill-fated. Why did... I always forget. Anywho. Well, no. I should just be using the game knowledge to my advantage. So, again, as I said, we're just going to take out of funds to the face earlier. Because I do need to be a bit careful about Doom. I don't actually think we have... I'm trying to think. I don't think we have any thingamajiggy. Any nice mysteries Doom-wise. As we now proceed... No, we're going to take reason damage, funny enough. Because I know I'm about to take stamina damage. And 6 strength is the threshold for being able to brace. So why? Oh, reason. Well, now I don't mind rolling that, actually. But anywho. I could arrest this, but for giggles, well, not for giggles, because it is more efficient to do this. Now, the question is if I'm going to hit all of these, and yeah. 70%, by the way, only hit 50% of those, but we'll keep doing it again, because we don't have any better options. We could brace. Do I want to brace? I should. It's more consistent for me to brace. Yeah, let's go for it. Actually, 84, 84, 64, 70%, 50%, 60%-ish, or 70% again. No, 80%, right? No, 70%. So if I were to do this, about a 40% chance of hitting all 4 of these. Do I want to roll on that? This is with camera, by the way, so I'd have less accuracy without it, but I'm just gonna brace. I don't know why I'm taking the risk here. And the next turn we'll roll on the thing. So I think we even get this. Yeah, I don't know if we needed the Tainted Violin. No, we did. Because otherwise I don't think we would have been able to do this. So we'll just guarantee that. I'll put the sensor up because just being safe, even though no one... I theoretically don't feel we need to censor this, but I'm just going to play it safe because this channel has played games and done, I just want to be sure. So we do get 9 damage here. And we only lose 3 Doom for it, so I just have to be happy about that. But we also have Metamorphosis in a hot moment as I take down the sensor, so let's hope. Roads closed. Is that going to affect me? Ward, Metamorphosis, kind of. I'll take Knowledge here and Strength. I should really check my Lighthouse. It's not like we're getting our Dexterity to 8, maybe, but... And we do have a Dexterity check. I mean, we're not on Azal or Eldritch Parasite, so I don't need to worry. I say those 2 examples specifically because we had both of those runs, and I just happened to not pay as much attention in those ones. Did I? I didn't use the handcuffs, did I? Why would what? I must not have even used the police station then, which is going to be a bit bad. But because I want to level up as much as possible before Metamorphosis, let's do Ward. At the same time, I don't want to say Metamorphosis for the 4th Mystery onward. That I think I've played around. I have played around with that off recording, and yeah, taking Metamorphosis 4th or 5th usually doesn't go well for me. On Harbinger, anyway. On any other difficulty, even True Believer, you can do anything you want, but on Harbinger, it's not a great time for most characters. Because there was a run where I went Toshiaki, and Toshiaki is Toshiaki, so it just... Even if I take... Because on that one I took a lot of damage as well, but lo and behold, Doom Decrease means he gets to rest a whole bunch, so... If you choose to do so. Now, a Dull Nurse would be nice here, but I don't think I'm gonna... Again, I still consider her and the Burning Man balanced for the purposes of... I'm ill-fated. I'm like, yeah, I have 8 knowledge, and then I do that. I don't have Fetid Fumes, do I? No, I don't. So, let's rest once for the purposes of not dying. Man, guys, I was about to say, no, I'm on Herald. Anywho. Sensor Bunny Deluxe, listen, I really wanted it. I mean, it's at least something that I can do. That way I'm not just clicking through during the stream, but anywho. Yeah, I should just run away here. But in the interest of my Doom, we can humor this fight a little bit. Now, 6 damage per 2 stamina, though, that doesn't sound fun, but the alternative is 5 Doom, so do I want to? What is this, 97 or 95-75? 70%? 6 to... that's a lot of damage still. 6 stamina damage for this? I know I have a bath waiting for me potentially, but we're on Herald too, so that's gonna go away. I have to do it though, right? I mean, I don't have to do it, but it'd probably be a smarter idea. 85-85 is actually the better option here, theoretically. Until I miss both attacks, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Now, we're gonna be able to Desperate Action. Okay, we hit everything, so we should be able to do this. This is 9 damage. Because numbers, but I'll throw in a kick just to be certain. So 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. 4.5 times 2 is 9. That's my theory as to why it does that. And we did lose Bath, by the way. That was Fetid Fumes into Bath, so we happened to just lose both sources. I mean, Fetid Fumes does not remove your rest action, but it definitely makes it a lot worse number-wise. And yeah, no Bath. So, I should have just thrown the bottle if I was going to do that. No, it wouldn't have done anything. Well, yeah, they wouldn't have done anything. What I can do is throw it for this encounter, but... Boy does not say. How many hours? Well, I've been playing World of Horror for about 3.5 years plus. And there was a 6-month lull where my channel didn't have anything, but I promise you I was still playing World of Horror at least once a week. Just to keep my brain in top shape. So, by the way, so I'm just gonna run in terror. Oh yeah, that's right. We have the Metamorphosis, so let's set the police station. So there, I want to say minimum at least a few hundred hours if we're gonna try to give a number out there, but it's hard for me to say. it's hard for me to say. So... Anywho, oh yeah, that's forced, and yeah, let's move out. So again, this is just, and some I've seen more than a few people where it's like, I know this is a roguelike, but still, having to rely on game knowledge to try and survive is a heck of a thing. But at the same time, we're on Harbinger, so using everything to your advantage, like the Dullness, the Burning Man, Katana perception checks, handcuff tech would be very important. Also, I already got the handcuff. Wait, where did I get these I'm going crazy. I am going crazy. Hey, a double small candle, but boy, is it not going to be fun. Mansion and Seaside max threat level. Thanks for the max threat level locations game. For those who didn't know, I might as well, since we have people who may or may not know, but on Harbinger, you have 2 max threat level locations, 1 high threat level location, and I think 1 low. But that's pretty much double of what you get on True Believer, where it's 1 max threat level and 1 high, if I recall correctly. So basically, your Doom and Pain will be a lot higher. We're on the thing, but if we take the guaranteed out there, it's stamina damage. Thankfully, I have a level up, and we have Improvise for the boss here, but I don't think it's going to matter. And at this point, you might ask, Jordan, you should have rested. Well, 3 Doom for 1 stamina, 1 reason. I mean, yeah, I should have, just to try and survive longer, but let's humor this for a moment. So, what do we do here? What do we do here? Literally started this week, and a lot of people are picking up World of Horror now. I mean, I do watch other people play World of Horror from time to time, if for nothing else to improve my brain juices, but 90%, 18 damage. So I think we do still get out. So that does 4, this does 6. If I hit this, we're fine. If not, I'm gonna cry, but let's find out. 90%. Okay, good. So, and while I have people here who might be new, if you want to support me in it, or if you like the gameplay or anything about this channel, please subscribe to the channel. That's the free option, and I do have memberships open. I might as well snag that while I have it. I might as well do the thing. I might sound like a beggar, but hey, also I never grabbed the rumor, by the way. So yeah. Also, we do have I do have animals living around me, so we take Festival now to heal, by the way. 3 Doom for 2 stamina, 2 reason. My rests are currently 3 Doom for 1 stamina, 1 reason, so hey. And we do this just to do this, but mainly to keep Doom low. Wait, do we even... Yeah, we have sailors at the end, right? I'm going crazy. I'm going absolutely crazy. But anywho. Yeah, dogs and birds. That much I will say. If you can recognize, so be it. I can't really hide anything. Not that I want to hide anything, but... 3 stamina, 3 reason. I don't want to rest anymore, though. Even though my Doom... Basically, if we reach the lighthouse, we're perfectly cool. I did forget my second encounter, by the way. But I think I'm not going to take the risk and just go for... Actually, I can just Desperate Struggle into Handcuff Tech. For those who don't know what Handcuff Tech is, I'll give you 5 seconds to prepare as I make sure I hit this. Otherwise, I'm going to look really dumb. But, so Handcuffs is an item where if the enemy has 12 or less HP remaining, so up here, then you can use it. But what you can do is, as you're launching your sequence, if you deal the damage and then use the handcuffs, like I'm about to do here, before the ticker hits you, you can arrest them before they deal damage, and it's cool. And it's one of the only hand-eye coordination and or skill-based things you can do in this game. So, now I don't know if that's going to happen more in the future or not, because that's technically a bug, but people's criticism on the game as I get a forced strength check in terms of the developer kind of slips into a lot of bugs that work out for the game, both fun-wise and balance, but, I mean, you can also then say about that about a few games. Now, you might then ask, Jordan, what games? Can you name names specifically? And I would say no, because I don't know any off the top of my head. But anywho, as we're in Timeline B Festival, do I even get this? Ooh, actually, I kind of do. Do I want to, is the question. I'm on Ill-Fated regardless, but 6 Doom, I mean, if I run for 5 Doom, it's almost nearly the same, so... Oh yeah, by the way. I need to... I'm thinking of a thing. RIP console users? Yeah. Yeah. Both in handcuff tech and otherwise. Although I don't know if you can do well, I don't know how easy it is to do handcuff tech in the console, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, yeah, the bugs on console, Switch, and I think mainly PS4 4 or 5? Question mark? Why am I forgetting this? Basically, it's not great, and my heart does go out. I can't say anything. I'll say it again, but I can't say... People want to just say, oh, why? It's a PC game, just get on PC. But at the same time, like, that, I have been in a situation where all I have is a console, and while the PC release of a lot of games, in my opinion, tends to be a lot better than console releases, because technically World of War is a port to console, right? I'm not going crazy. My 3 years is not going crazy. Also, we're taking Spiral Hood over Tainted Violin for the purposes of bracing, but no bath, so hope I survive mermaids. Is Spiral Hood better here? It's not like I can do a thing, can I? Well, can I even sell this, by the way? Out of curiosity, one fund. I would like a pack of cigarettes. I don't think I can rest, but I think I need to rest. I can actually tree instead, so let's do... Oh, never mind, I can't. What a lie. That's right, I used it for things, so I do have to rest here, and now we hope. Now we hope that I don't take any more damage than the HP I have. Now, hallucinations is not going to help. Also, we have Mind Wipe, by the way. I think I can get rid of that reason if I'm about to lose stamina here, but... in the interest of this ghost encounter, I think I'm going to actually take this. Happy they finally released a patch for console, can finally unlock stuff without the fear. Yeah, so I know that they did that. I mean, even I said it where, hey, I kind of put it out there that a patch was coming, but I didn't know how good or bad it may be. If we're gonna try to be fair to just bugs in general. Now, do I want to fight this actually? No. But this is better than the reason damage I would have taken, just avoiding the event. Now, we're probably going to die to Doom, but again, it's probably still better. And here we lose reason, so we just sit here and lose reason. Oh my goodness, my body won't say the word sit. And we lose 1 stamina, 1 reason here. I don't think we can fight this guy. We just have to burn the school down. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm even going to survive the lighthouse, but we'll try until the end. There's no way we're getting our dexterity to 8, so I'm just going to level up now. And actually, we do have extra... Yeah, I'm actually going to heal stamina here for a moment. Because I could have gotten rid of Mind Wipe. Like, we can't anymore. That'll end up killing me, but... Huh. I mean, I'm Koji. If I'm to do some introspection, I could have not. Basically, I could have not grabbed a small candle, but I don't know why I thought it was going to be good for me. Again, I'll say it one more time. Run small candle or ritual dagger if you have 7 or 8 knowledge and above. Just doesn't work out. I don't know why. And you might argue at this point, well, how would you have done any better with the monkey wrench? You were relatively lucky with the small candle, where you got turns where you got out. At the same time, I don't know. You could go back through my videos, because I don't know for certain, but I just feel that it's better for me. But anywho. Well, this occult diary would be nice. I think I just have to do a Hail Mary, though. 9, 6, 21. I throw this and I think I'm good. This does 3 damage, right? Or it does 4, but 3 damage is the minimum. Now, do I hit all of these? 75, 85, 75. I'm just gonna play it safe here. Even if I have Takushi-san, I want to play it safe. So... 85% or 95, I think, is the better option here. 90% if hitting both of these. I've been taking a lot of rolls, so if I missed one of those, I wouldn't have been that surprised. I usually am surprised, but in this case, I'm not. And yeah, there's no way. We have to topple a lamp here. So, this lighthouse is probably going to be the end of me. It's going to be the end of me. No bath. No bath is a big killer here. Actually, if I had bath, let's just assume I never lost bath, even though we're on Herald, and that's likely to happen, but we would have had about 6 HP's worth at least. Would that have saved me? 2 reason, 5 reason, 3 stamina. Yeah. Do we have the 6th floor, by the way? We actually didn't get the 6th floor, but I mean, it is possible. Herald doesn't go through all of the town events, but I completely forgot what my second encounter was. But let's assume that I passed that. That means I have 5 Doom to spend, and that's not enough. Yeah, that's not enough. We needed to not lose Bath as early as we did. I don't think there's any way out of this. Aside from a weird pseudo-infinite that we might have, but I don't think we have anything else. So we'll spend the Doom here, just because we can. But I think I die on the 3rd step. But let's try to remember our second encounter. It definitely wasn't the meat horror. Yeah, it would have been the school if I did not fight anything else. Yeah, there's no way. This is a pretty logical one, because meat horror is no... I took teacher first. Then I took ward. But if that's the case, it would have shown me my first encounter, question mark? But in teacher, you fight the gore-covered student into Shiokawa school, so unless there was an encounter before the student, it was the school. So, anywho. And then we died a reason here. But you get what I mean. We're still reset, so I don't need to show you the scoreboard, but it would be nice to pass a run. Let's see if we roll anyone other than Koji. I think I've rolled Koji 4 times as we get into Ithotu, Eldritch Parasite, all perks, random item stats, and give me about 10 seconds to placate the animal. I mainly just have to say hi, but Ithotu, Eldritch Parasite, all perks, random item, Moriko, but funny enough, for the strat I use for Eldritch Parasite, it pretty much doesn't matter which character I am. Say for maybe Mimi and Mind Drain, but I think Mimi does suffer under Eldritch Parasite as well, because yeah, her first aid becomes useless, you don't want to take Fast Learner regardless. Anywho, we're playing Moriko, why am I talking about Mimi? Takushi-san, Knowledge, Light, Strength, Second Mystery, Dexterity, maybe, but no second encounter check, which is the bane of my human error existence. But more importantly, we want to set the Illegal Den and make sure the History Club is set. Now, if you don't have it set, the good news is that for the Nuzlocke Challenge series, the requirement is that you have everything unlocked, theoretically speaking. Now, you don't have to do that, but it makes things a lot more interesting when you have everything unlocked. As we have Festival, Mermaids, Ramen, Kana, and Bulletin. So we'll take Kana immediately, but I could just strive out, but while we're here, and since we're Moriko, the one thing Moriko does have is that I don't have to worry about a weapon. But I do have to worry about encounters and events anyway, so I might as well sit here and fish for a moment. For either Mind Drain and or a thing. Now, Demon Mask could be okay as well. It actually is, when I think about it, so we'll take it. But more importantly, we want either Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear. The reason for that, for those who don't know, is because you get to use a lot of your max stamina and max reason for damage, which is very, very nice. What's not nice is that you have about a 33-ish% chance around, if at minimum, to grab one of the 2 spells. Now, if you were only looking for 1 spell, again, I'm saying things that are redundant for people who are been with this channel, but if for no one else than me to remember, because you have 2 things to roll on, the odds are a lot better you get one of them. And then we can just move out. So, pretty much spent all the Doom we would spend getting a weapon, getting another weapon of figurative sorts. But at least we're not on ill-fated Eldritch Parasite, where that is definitely a nightmare. But if this had been the Frostbite land, I actually wouldn't have minded. But anywho. So yeah, that being said, Mimi and Moriko are still in my picks for Eldritch Parasite, for the strat that I run anyway. If you're running more consistent strats regardless, as I get brain damage here, then you do really still want Mimi and Moriko, but if you're going to grab another weapon anyway, or as another character, it kind of makes less of a difference. But there are ups and downs, basically. For example, if I were playing Koji on Eldritch Parasite, and if I were trying to run more consistent strats, I would still go for the hardware store, but that assumes that a lot of my checks are going to be nice. I need to focus on the police station for a moment. Max threat level school, max threat level village. Why did I just forget the mysteries I had? I just said them. I know I have ramen, that I know. So that's 3 apartment investigations, 4 downtown. Where I have Conan, I'm just gonna figure out. It's not like I have scissors, so I don't mind heading into the school once, though I'm pretty sure... No, we have Bulletin. I think we have Bulletin. No, was that name? No, Bulletin. We have Bulletin, so I'm gonna set this to the village now. Because in Bulletin you have... Well, not only do you have a bunch of investigations, but you have 3 village investigations, so far, unless I... Look, why did I do that, by the way? That's a lot of reason to lose, and we're about to lose more reason here. It hurts. That's probably the first mistake I've made. I've recently started taking the left choice in that event. That's 4 reason for 20 experience, but I'm on Eldritch Parasite. I shouldn't be doing that, because the middle one just gives you a book, and nothing else happens. And that's you go plus, basically. There's no reason why I should have picked the left option, but... I made my choice, and I'm living with it, so I should just do another check here. I know I don't have the second encounter check, but we're possibly losing 3 reasons. So, essentially, if you can recognize your lighthouse sigils, you have a baseline stamina and reason to work with. So basically, you have less stamina or reason, depending on your tests there. But... I mean, if you get the stats increased and whatnot, it doesn't matter as much. Okay, Bulletin, Ramen, Mermaids, Festival. So we do have we have a couple of school investigations as well, but we have just as many in Bulletin, I think. So, yeah, we might have 40. Yeah, actually, we have a lot of more school, but we're in Bulletin now. We'll sit here and do Bulletin. Do you actually get the extra max region from brain damage Eldritch Parasite? You do. So theoretically, I'm at 35% reason. I don't know if that's scaling based off your max reason in Eldritch Parasite or just max reason in general. Why am I looking at Ghostly Spear? But either way, it is an increase. So it's like, again, 35 or 36 max reason. Now, am I going to get to use that? I don't know. But because Eldritch Parasite only affects recovery, which is why when you go into an event that's supposed to give you stamina, but you have a penalty, you lose stamina instead because you don't heal while you don't heal from Eldritch Parasite. Well, the threat level penalizes you for the thing. Now I could use Doom here. Yeah. I'm gonna gamble that I'm gonna lose more funds. If you're going to run to out of funds more than I think twice is the threshold in my calculations, then you should prepare instead for funds. But, anywho. So, is this actually the first encounter I ran into, by the way? I'm saying that because that means a bunch of my other... Usually, I run into about 1 or 2 encounters per mystery. Now, if somehow encounter rates scale lower on earlier mysteries, I would be surprised if that was a new change, but... As I run into encounters back-to-back, because I went into 2 different locations back-to-back, I might as well do this while I'm autopiloting here. But for those who don't know, there is such thing as an encounter lockout, where after I run into I just ran to the, say, in this practical example, the Twisted Ghost, right? That means my next 2 apartment investigations, such as when I do ramen, will not be encounters. I don't think they will be. But definitely during this mystery, the next 2 apartment investigations I do won't be enemies. So that's what I mean by I call it lockout. You can call it anything you want. Call it something easier, please, but essentially you won't be running into an enemy for the next 2 investigations. Same thing for the hospital now, because I just ran into a thing. Was it the hospital? Or the forest? Whatever I just visited, I can't run into an enemy for 2 investigations. But you can, however, still run into enemies that are not part of that location. So for example, if you're on Ath, you might run into the Glitch Magician still. That's a thing. If you're in School Scissors, the mystery, and you run into Maru or the Bloated Teacher, that does not mean you cannot run into another enemy in the school, like the Forgotten Specimen or the Young Witch or something else. You get the point by now. If not, I'll be more than glad to clarify, but this is something that's been in the game for a while. So, we'll take Reason Hit there. We're losing penalty damage, but my Doom is a bit high, so... bleh. We're still taking... So we took 2 Reason penalty damage on top of the 2 Reason we took in both events. So yes, at this point, and oddly enough, I remember the... Or my second encounter was either the... It's some kind of girl, I can't remember, but... As my voice breaks. Let's just throw this forest note while this computer is talking to... Or this bulletin is talking to us. But anywho, yeah, that's... Ritual Mask... Bleh. Yeah, the downside of running... Well, quote-unquote downside. You mainly come out positive running Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear, but... The bad, I guess one of the objective negatives of running Ghostly Spear Mind Drain is that the masks do near nothing because you're not getting hit, theoretically speaking. But as we take Mermaids now, we'll switch to the school as much as it's worth. Just make sure we picked up the handcuffs, and into the school the police go. Leech Girl? Yeah, Leech Girl. I mean, I knew it was some kind of girl, so I don't mind kind of looking at chat and basically cheating. It's cheating still, but I mean, with my rolls being like this, even cheating might not be enough with the power of RNG. Anywho, I think those are still the only 2 encounters I've run into. This is the 3rd encounter, but it's a relatively easy one, but I have a lot of max stamina to burn, so I don't really care. Again, I'll reiterate here that Desperate Struggle is a very powerful action that does not get used in Eldritch Parasite because you start with such high reason and stamina. It's very important, and I think it makes a lot more difference than the average player would probably advise. Though I wouldn't really argue that it doesn't either, especially if you're running this strat, Ghostly Spear and or Mind Drain. But hey, we're gonna take Ghost Connection in case we get some lucky spell like Mind Drain. But looking at how many encounters we ran into, it's probably... Also, we don't have a second encounter check anyway, so that's why I'm so fixated on it, because I happen to usually remember my second encounter in runs where it doesn't matter. So... oh, goodness. I can't even get this. Are you serious? Well, we can do this, so I don't have to use 1 max... I should still try to be somewhat optimal here. So we'll do this, unless I miscalculate, but... Hey. Although I do miss shooting through the roof, but... Man. What a terrible time for the game to roll a fair check against me, but... We could handcuff this guy. I don't think I'm going to handcuff anyone else, so... And I could equip this, but since we're using... Ghostly Spear anyway. I'm gonna store these. I will throw the branch, but I think I'm gonna store these. I'll throw the branch when it matters. I'm pretty sure well, I can't... Yeah, I can't do the calculations right now. We'll still fight him regardless, even if I have the Notice Face option. Don't come any closer! I'll throw these Ghostly Spears at you, but yeah. What's my guaranteed threshold? Okay, it's 12. So what I mean by that is, when he hits 12 HP after using Ghostly Spear, I can do a thing. I could also alternatively improvise into a handcuff use, but 1, that'd just be for flash, and 2, I don't really need to do that, so... Yeah, we'll just take his axe. AXE, don't misunderstand, because that's a thing that happens. I mean, if we're gonna go kind of... on a tangent for a moment. Well, not a tangent, but definitely off topic. That's more accurate. If we're going to go off topic for a moment, while watching people's World of Horror videos, on this platform anyway, there's a option called Auto Transcript, where, as we take Festival, the platform will automatically try to make subtitles for a video. That can result in funny things, and I've often left it on for other types of videos as well, where it's available. I wouldn't like that. Actually, no, I wouldn't. But yeah, the transcripts can sometimes say funny things, especially for my videos, because my pronunciation is not the best, on top of my stuttering when I when I decide that what I want to say is not what I want to say. I need some good luck, by the way. So that, yeah, again, there are some things that the platform thinks I'm saying at times that I'm not saying. And we're going to take why am I taking stamina damage here, by the way? Anywho, that's all I wanted to say, because I should probably focus up, because I just made a mistake. I will still take Doom there, by the way, but I need to not make mistakes. Yeah, you basically you nailed it. It does a thing like that. So, and on a more ominous note, the reason why I sometimes don't say chat messages right out loud is because there have been instances where you innocently get angry. Now, they're a lot better than they were 2 or 3 years ago, where this is more of a prevalent issue, but yeah, basically you're right. So, yeah, I mean, not that this channel is, I think I can disclose this. Most of the age range of this channel is at minimum 21 years old. And part of that does make sense, because among both subscribers and viewers, because a lot of the games on this channel happen to be on top of the Puny Hop and the Babylonian Dawn. Those are 18 plus games, or, well, 18 plus or the age of explicit material that you can consume, whatever number is higher, because that makes sense. But anywho, now I get things like Core Strength and Daddy's Girl, useless on Eldritch Parasite, near useless because I have Kana and I don't want to let Kana go, and Core Strength is the best thing we've got. So anywho, and also I just find it funny that there's been talk in the World of War community about Cthulhu Mythos. And I played Cthulhu Mythos. You can find it on this channel. Granted, that's before I got the mic that I'm using now, so I sound a bit scuffed. And I also have not enunciated my speech a lot better, even though some people could argue that I don't enunciate well right now. If that's the case, then I enunciated myself a lot worse. Basically, I could go back to all those games and do better videos. And I probably could, considering that one of the games is going to get their sequel / spin-off. 8 strength, please. Oh my goodness, I rolled a 10. But anywho, I think it's going to be in completely Japanese, though. I don't mind, I'll still play it for giggles, although if I'm to look at it in a business sense, realistically speaking, it'd probably be a good idea regardless. But, hey, one time in school history video, yeah, translated into, yeah, so, yeah, that name translates into a thing, and yeah. So we'll buy coffee, because we have a lump of flesh that does absolutely nothing on Eldritch Parasite, but give us a curse. Which, I guess if you're Ayaka can work out. We might actually survive this run, but let's find out. We're not going to get anything else to 8, so that, just to say it right now, this is why I am not doing... I should actually set the police here, but it's too late. Is it too late? I should have actually also used the thing. I have an occult diary, by the way. Why am I not using it? But I'm not doing the subquest because I don't need the experience. I will probably be able to do it. Thanks for giving me a second ghostly spear, by the way. Doesn't do anything for me, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I don't, but... Anywho, we're going to level up, even if we fail every single check in the lighthouse, we're going to level up by nature of 2 experience per investigation. But first, Takushi-san is going to get spears jabbed into him. 3 stamina, 3 reasons, sorry. 6, nope, I passed the strength check. Second mystery, and do we have the 6th floor? We don't. So, but even if we did, we survive anyway, so I should be able to proudly walk up this lighthouse, even if I fail the second mystery check. So finally, after about an hour and 15 minutes, I'm on the scoreboard. But let's not count our old gods before they're completed. I feel like I've said that phrase before, but regardless, you get the idea. In fact, I will arrest Takushi-san while he has 3 ghostly spears embedded in his body, but we should be perfectly fine. So yeah, without further ado, what is this? An Athotu run? Well, I would have liked it to be a quote-unquote harder god, but I'll take anything I can get, because if I can at least go positive after this stream, by at least having a score of 3 or above, sure. I took Kana first into Bulletin, I believe. Yeah, and away we go. So, as I show you the scoreboard, as I update it, in real time pretty much, that is not Athotu. This is Athotu. Maybe our luck will turn around. You know what? If I have back-ended luck here, it's not so bad. Although it can't be too back-ended. Back-ended? Because if I have to go like 200 episodes, that's not going to be nice. I do want to do other things, but as long as I'm doing the Nuzlocke series as principal, I cannot do anything else because I feel this is a barely baseline for my resume in 1.0 moving onward. As we get a Zal Exquisite Taste character exclusive Mimi. Well, I was dunking on Mimi earlier. I guess it's about time that the game gives me some karma. So, not that I don't mind. I think Mimi is one of the stronger characters, but second, charisma, light, dexterity, and maybe a knowledge check. It would be nice to have a knowledge check, but I don't think we do. Now, what Mimi can do is use the occult shop, but because we're on Exquisite Taste, that's not happening. Thankfully, her prepare item is not as great. You want to go complete RNG here? Yeah, let's go complete RNG. Doctor's office is arguably better. Monument, unfortunately, even though we might have one. Theoretically speaking, I don't hold Monument to the holy pedestal that it's currently on, but I do objectively think it's the most powerful. I still like Illegal Dead for its option select of Ward, but I will take Monument here because it is the more consistent pick, I think, in my opinion. Because you're going to use Monument more than you use the Illegal Den, just as principle of theoretical probability in terms of getting Ward as a mystery at all. Unless you reroll, of course, but here we don't reroll on this channel, if I'm doing a serious challenge anyway. I shouldn't have bathed, but it's too late. Well, Dotoo Flame isn't bad. It has its uses, more than a few, but I see Metamorphosis, I hate myself already. I do see Ward, however, but let's just confirm. Botanist, Metamorphosis, Recluse, Arms, and Ward. So, as much as I want to do Botanist, oh my goodness, I have 3 potential boss mysteries. I mean, Ward we can run away from, so I don't have to wait for the 4th mystery. It would just be a good, it's the only one I can really arrest here, reliably. But yeah, if nothing else, I can teach you a little bit of Mimi. But I'm deciding what to do. I did kind of bite my lip there for a moment, because I'm thinking... am I going to... No, because the boss of Ward will have too much HP for me to try and handcuff in one turn. Although normally I don't get to handcuff the boss in one turn anyway. The question is Arms. Arms is forced if I'm on Timeline B, that's why I'm really debating here. Recluse is technically also forced, but Mimi is usually fine, especially if you build at least a point into Knowledge, because then you do 5 sever damage per scalpel hit. If you don't have Knowledge at 8 or above, obviously do 4, but I don't really mind that as much. I also have a Dotoo Flame, which works on Ghost. Again, that's one of the few uses, now that we have Recluse anyway. And then Metamorphosis is just pain, so we want to do that as soon as we realistically can without dying, which technically I can do now. Mimi gets prep attack immediately. But I think he has 26 HP, so 3 turns of 2 all damage, or 3 all damage, I can't remember. Surf! This is gonna hurt. We're on Azal as well, so that's something I need to factor. I have to make a choice. I want the Hospital Pass, that I know. And because these two are not town mysteries, that's why I'm taking Arms first. Now, if we run into the... Well, that's going to be 2 for a Dotoo Flame. Right when I had something I could use. Anywho. Never mind, that's right. I don't have Illegal Dead because I took Monument. We can use it during Botanist. Botanist is the last chance because we have, well, yeah, we have Ward, Recluse. No, we have Metamorphosis, but... Do I want to use Monument during Metamorphosis? The answer is usually no, because you need that HP for the boss. Unless you have a strat planned or a build prepared, but... Let's do our Hail Mary play. Technically Gruesome Totem. Let's do another while we have some Doom to spend then. I'm gonna do one more. Yeah, nothing great. Did I really just roll Human Skull twice in a row? I mean, it's not the worst thing, but... We have to worry about Azal. The fun part, as I fail this fair perception check, is that maybe if we are on Timeline B, I get to do a thing. However, if we aren't, aside from getting out of funds here, probably, unless I sell the notes, nope, I should have just sold the notes. Why did I take the risk? Why did I take a single event worth? The moment I hit 0 funds, I ran into out of funds. Why did I tempt fate? Okay, well, we need to set the police patrol somewhere. Probably going to be the hospital. Because of Ward, mainly. I think we have some mansion investigations and metamorphosis, but the most important part is we have Ward. Eventually. But we also want to save on reason. So do I just want to run here? I don't want to run. I think I have to run, though. I could alternatively cast a Thotu Flame once. I really don't want to do this. It's not even guaranteed. This damage and this dodge. Near enough 50-50. If I fail this dodge and miss this attack, I think I might just end the stream. Okay, good. And we didn't dodge, but I don't expect much out of dodge for myself. Again, there are very efficient places to use it, and if you are lucky enough, you can use it once or twice a run to success. But at this point, I'm gonna go for a pack of cigarettes eventually. I think that's what I plan to do, at least for metamorphosis. For anything else, anyway, I know I didn't address it, so let me address it now. But yeah, Mimi does have a vibe about her that makes her cool. But anywho, let's find out. We are on Timeline A, so let's do this before we leave. That way we take no Doom damage from Azal. Yeah, it's only 2 Doom, but every point of Doom kind of matters here, so... I could also equip the Gruesome Totem now, but I'm Mimi, so doing that would be very, very painful. As we take Recluse now. What a time for me to get funds rule, man! No! Now, would I prefer that over the experience rule? Sure, but that was the next worst thing, because I like to smoke cigarettes in game as a strat. As a viable strat. So I'm not gonna... Objectively, cigarettes do have their time and place, but... You know, I would have liked you to take away these funds. We don't run into out of funds here anyway, but... Just for the purposes of staying... Yeah, I don't think we can. So that's kind of... On a tangent note, that is a bit weird, right? Where... On mysteries like this, it's programmed in that you can't run into any encounters... or get out of funds. So apparently that works elsewhere as well. Stop giving me funds. Oh my goodness. No, the game's taunting me. No, I shouldn't have talked all that hot stuff about Mimi. Anywho, I must be delirious because we need the reason here. And we don't have Thotu Flame anymore, so that's going to hurt on top of that. But for the moment, what's the deal with Mimi's project? Is it canon? That's not for me to say. But I mean, if you consider that because not all the characters can be passing runs, right? So unless we're working with multiverse theory, then theoretically it's canon, if I were to try to give any authority on lore. But as we run into this roommate fight, I don't know if we even survive. I have to dodge. Or throw something at it. I have nothing to throw. I could theoretically throw this, but unless it does like 7 damage, specifically 7 damage, there's no way out. So, do I even get to do... No, I don't. I don't! Dodge is buffed, by the way, to be faster and have a higher success rate. Do I even have any plays here, by the way? Why did I take Recluse? I took Recluse because I thought I'd have 6... above 6 reason. I don't. Huh. Alright. See you later then. I'm not going to hold you up anymore. And yeah, we'll move onward. Yeah, I'm not going to try to force anyone to stay. But... I don't think I have any way out. I actually don't think I mean, aside from a library notes use and I get lucky, I guess I have to, right? Well, alright. We just happened to get a free card out, but I do lose 2 max reason for it, but that's better than dying. That may help for the thingy as well, but I have to keep that spell on me for the moment. I didn't have to, actually. I don't know why I did that. But if we have it with us, I might as well keep it on me. And yeah, we'll do a thing. If you're still here, please subscribe to the channel. But otherwise, I won't beg anymore. That's practically what I was doing. Into Metamorphosis I go. 2 for each ally. I don't have anything, right? I'm not going crazy? Okay, I'm not going crazy. We do have 0 funds, and we do have a thing, but we don't have Prepare, so looks like Out of Funds is going to smack us in the face. You know, that being said, I probably should have kept 1 fund, because that 1 or 2% Doom would have been a lot better than running into Out of Funds, but as I run into the Vital Clue, or just increase my Doom by 4, maybe I don't mind it as much. Maybe. Yeah, so we have spell, allies, and things. Nice knowledge check, Mimi. I like that you have 8. I like that you have 8 knowledge, but anywho. I think what I'm in... Oh, I can sell the library notes. That's what I can do. To avoid Out of Fun, so you know what? We'll do it. But... Oh, do we have the item one too? No, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Spell funds allies. I'm going crazy. We're just going to stick with this and leave the mansion at max threat level as I take a bunch of reason damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up using Ghostly Spear. I think that's about to happen. So... Also, never got first aid, by the way. Arguably, Mimi... Well, I would argue is the more accurate phrase, is Mimi's best perk. But, can we even go for this? Not really. 55%? Boy, that's absolutely terrible. Ghostly Spear at least twice, and then we find out what I want to do to my face. Because then we have max 9 reason. I should use it again, but at this point, I only need to hit one of these. And then we get to maybe... Well, the Ritual Mask just happened to protect me, but I still only want to take a little bit of damage. Why do you do this? Well, I'll take the reason healing, or reason mitigation, but... Anywho, I should have actually gotten rid of a spell. I'm still taking Doom penalties here. I don't know why, but 50% Doom in my 4th mystery is not bad. Having max 9 stamina, also not bad, but I'm starting to kind of worry. And then we get the experience rule. So now we need to level up immediately. But while we're here... So yeah, I'm going to keep actually 1 fund on me. Even though we have a Doom increase because of it, it's, I think, still arguably better than Out of Funds. As we take... Oh, that's reason. Why am I forgetting? Nice 11 roll on Charisma, by the way. No! Sell out! Pass any of these checks, by the way? Is that something that's going to be allowed for me to do? Because that would allow me to level up. Funny enough, I want to take... Considering how much damage I'm taking, I actually want to take Out of Funds damage. Now, at this point, I don't anymore, but I don't get the choice. So let's find out. Yeah. I have to, right? I have to? I don't have to. Oh, Ghostly Spear, if you just did a little bit more damage, but no, we can't. So, away we go. Do we have anything? No, we don't. So, without further ado... Yeah. I should have rested, all things considered, but... It's not great. It's not great. Don't go! I'm already insane! So let's go into the mental building. No! So, as I get my score reset once more, I think we're going to do one more good run. We'll try to make it a good run. That probably won't last 30 minutes, but... As I show you the scoreboard really quickly, that's right, because I need to show the reset. Let's do this. I do it out of... Not necessity. I'm losing the word, but you get where I'm trying to go with this. I gonna show you the scoreboard, and into another run we go. I should have rested. Herald 7th Curse character exclusive random item Haru. Hey, so here's a character I can get behind. Now, will Herald be nice and give me Bath and no fetid fumes? We'll see. Knowledge, Dexterity, Light, Strength, second encounter, maybe Charisma. Why do I say it in that order? Anywho. We're going to do things. So, Illegal Den, we're going to use Haru's Fists and hope I didn't need anything else. Why do I do this to myself on the floor? But anywho. Yeah, I think this, and we move on. Empty Bottle, but we're not going cold turkey challenge. No rumor, who cares? And let's put on some cool duds and move on. Metamorphosis again. Painting. Arms. Ramen. Vigil. Well, I guess we're doing Vigil first then. Now, I would like the cigarette case, but I'm going to take a quick gamble here. And do 2 investigations. What do you mean? I immediately run into White Death. Alright, cool. Let's fight. I probably shouldn't take this, but we're gonna go for it. So, we'll drink this bottle of water right after getting smacked. And as long as I hit 3 of these kicks, I think we're fine. Because the chance of us missing 2 in one turn is quite low. And we'll take that 50 experience for 8 stamina, pretty much. And we'll move on. So away I go. Now we can brace a bit more comfortably. And yeah, waiting for that meat cleaver. Now let's go for this again. If I take 3 stamina damage to the face, I guess it just wasn't destined. But I say good run. What I actually meant was a slow run, but I'm not going slow at all, am I? Bow, 3 claps, move on. I really want this meat cleaver, though, so please give me it soon, unless I just die to stamina damage over time. This check here is going to be a reason loss, but... or gain, but technically still a loss, because I'm topped off, but anywho. Oh no, the body is gone! Moving on. 6 charisma. Gosh dang it. I rolled a 12 plus 2, specifically. We'll grab the ancient ring. No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. You can't make this. Well, I mean, I guess that's what I get for rolling well in the other encounters. Now, that being said, yeah, that frostbite really hurt me. If hit, both of these were still fine. But are we still fine, actually? Am I going to die for my meat cleaver greed? Let's find out. So, funny enough, we're going to actually take this ring instead. Or a spell, sorry. I thought sometimes it's a ring. I'm going crazy as my voice breaks. But more importantly... nah, Doom. Who am I kidding? Because I get to one-shot pretty much all of these guests here. I don't think any of them survive. A mystery 1 desperate struggle, meat cleave prep strong. That sounds like a heck of a dish to eat, but... anywho. Bye! Hold on, let's level up first. Nothing really? Fine. Don't take away Bath, please. Fetid fumes? I was about to say, if that was fetid fumes, contaminated water, that would be the end of the stream. Most certainly. But I did not fill my empty bottle. Why am I making this mistake now? Well, arms into metamorphosis, it seems like. What's our max threat levels? Forest, Mansion. So, Vigil was max threat level, I think. But we still have more Mansion investigations to go, so... Hey, also we're on 2nd or 7th curse, so that's something I forgot. But the most important part is I get funds for cigarettes. How did the Mimi run go? Pretty sure I lost, right? I'm even forgetting that shortly back. But yeah, I died in Ward, I think, 2 events, pretty much. On top of some mistakes I made, but let's grab these painkillers. That's all you need to know. It's gonna be evident when my score shows up, but anywho. Let's move on. Grab the expensive one and sell something. Painkillers. No? No. No? eat painkillers. Even though we may get out of funds. Now, what am I doing? Prepare. And away I go. It was quite sad, actually. Hey, give me the best weapon for Haru here. Best in slot, best in cigarettes. Semi-auto. Now, I didn't know I was going to run into that event, obviously, but we've nearly become Omega Haru. All we need is core strength. So, and yeah, semi-auto is a fast weapon, so you could say, Jordan, aren't you being a hypocrite now? But no, listen. 3 damage, 72 speed, 75 chance to hit. Yeah, the damage is low, but theoretically speaking, you're smoking with Haru, so this does 4, and you usually fit in 4 with Nicotine Rush. So 16 potential damage with high accuracy relatively. Pretty good, in my opinion. But anywho, just Haru things. This guy got buffed like 4 times now, if you include the semi-auto. But anywho. We can eat this to the face. Do I want to? Otherwise, I can brace reliably. I don't know why I'm even taking a risk like that. So let's just do this. I think I even get to strong. I do. And for some reason... Oh, no. It's hard knock into 3 damage fast weapon things. So we're going to brace into a prep strong. And then we roll the dice, and if we don't hit at least 3 of these, cry. But more importantly, we get stuff. I do need more cigarettes eventually, so let's actually... Now we're going to hold on. Timeline A, immediately. And we'll move on. Roads closed, time skip. Nice Doom increasing town effects game. I really enjoy it. Core strength and CQC trading. It might sound really... They might look really weird, but essentially, I think part of that change... Or the reason why we get semi-auto was for CQC training. Why did I kind of blank out for a moment? But you know what? Haru was not the best character. In fact, arguably the worst character. So, for a long time. Now, did he need to become almost OP? Sure. But, or maybe not. But, hey. We're in Metamorphosis. He needs something. But a lot of his buffs were more indirect, if I were to give a short history lesson. Vending machine into a prepare item, that was more direct, but you get what I mean. The semi-auto was also technically direct, but getting a hard knock was... never mind, maybe there were more direct buffs to him. It's just that vending machine, I think, was one of the first indirect, or just buffs in general. Spell, please. Nope. Cool. I do need another pack of cigarettes eventually, but I think it's just +1. Usually bonus is +1. It's because I never use CQC training because until this moment, and even then, I actually don't get the semi-auto as often as I want to, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 damage. If not, maybe, but I would still like for my kicks to do extra damage. That's the thing about core strength. Is that, yeah, even if you are using the semi-auto, the reason to take core strength over CQC training is if you want to kick. And that's usually because of high power enemies. But at the same time... So I guess we will throw this. I'm going to take a gamble and say I'm going to lose the bath. And maybe we hit 4 of these. Or we could just miss 3. But nonetheless... I've prepared to lose -3 all regardless. Price hike, that's gonna suck for cigarettes, and drench. So we did not get contaminated water yet, but it's not like I lost bath in total. So now will I have enough for painting? Probably not, but that's a gamble I'm gonna have to take. With 53% Doom, I don't mind running away because I'm probably just going to run away from encounters in the mansion. Anyway, that's something I stand by. Whole Rin thing, yeah, I could fight with the semi-auto, but if I'm going to run into an encounter, like I am now, I at least want it to be while I have cigarettes active. 98%, but let's not take any chances. And then let's get out. Now, am I going to survive these events? Maybe, maybe not, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, no, I understand. So yeah, what CQC training did, I think, just as a rule of thumb, especially if we somehow, again, as a quick little advice in case, for anyone really, in case we get custom perks later on, if you're introducing bonus damage, it's usually going to be by 1. If you're going to increase damage by 2 or 3, there better be a darn good thing to counteract that, or something. So, for example, like Swing and Hit. Swing and Hit requires Yumiko, more specifically, to prepare and then do an attack. But the downside is that you have to run prepare, attack, or prep, attack in this case, which is not always possible on Yumiko in a lot of situations, more than you'd think. But when you get it, again, the downside is that your early game is usually a lot weaker, and the Lucky Bat is not the most amazing starting, probably the worst starting item, tied with Scalpel, depending on who you ask, but you get not a great weapon to start out with. It is better than nothing, but it's not as... I mean, Old Shotgun is a very specific example. Technically, Haru starts with a quote-unquote weapon as well, his own body and his fists, on top of having the cigarettes, but... yeah. So at this point, we're probably going to run into another encounter. Again, it's fine, especially if it's the easy encounter, but if it's not... And is there anything I want right now? There probably is. But again, we're not under the effect of Hard Knock, which grants us damage as well, so we'll see. Even if I had Room of Ghost, that's not a great perk, but... or great item. And yeah, we need to recover stamina, otherwise we die. So, Irizumi to counteract price hike, and buy cigarettes later. But more importantly, we survive by healing stamina. For now. No dog shop scientist spell thingy-majiggies, but... do I get another pack of cigarettes here? Do I even get to grab them? I can prepare for them, but... my doom. I could sell the flashlight. I don't want to. So what we're gonna do is take a gamble here. I guess we'll take another gamble. That was brain damage, but Haru doesn't have a lot of knowledge on him, so that's fine. And this should last me for the end, till the end of the run. I could also visit the monument right now, but let's wait a bit first. So I didn't know I was going to run into this, but we're going to keep the experience in case we can level up. And yeah, we'll do a few investigations before I decide on whether or not I want to use the monument. Now, theoretically, I got 2 fund events in the row, by the way. Anywho, if I knew that, I wouldn't have used the tree, but we're here now, so... yeah, we have a relatively high accuracy because we're at level 4. Hitting level 5, 6, you usually don't have to worry about accuracy anymore. And if you do, you're only going to miss 1 or 2 attacks. That's the realisticness of accuracy, as much as I gripe and complain at times. Though, rolling on 590% is still scary for me, so please understand. That magic 15% of anything bad happening is not great. 6 perception, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I want to use the monument once. Will I get to? Ask for funds? Nope, ask for stamina. I'm going to have to. Ask for funds, please. That's not bad, but ask for funds. Gosh, dang it. You silly monument. Why? But anywho. You know, I could grab more funds here. But it costs Doom when I failed that, so I don't mind for the moment. We're not going to hit level 6, so I'm not going to go for the side quest. That's why. But while we have the funds, let's splurge on what we have before we visit the lighthouse, because otherwise, funds are useless, save for Koji. Now, I do get to level up immediately, but... now it's making me question whether I want to do things, but... because I don't need the cigarette case anymore, I mean, I might as well, right? Out of fear of Takushi-san tragedies... unfortunately, I can't throw this away. I forgot if there was a lore reason why you couldn't throw that away, but anywho. Theoretically, I could throw the semi-auto away if I really wanted to. Otherwise, Takushi-san should die in like 2 turns, or be defeated. So, you know what? We're gonna do that just in case, because I can also do the corpse dust, and maybe we hit level 6. Maybe. We also kept our bat throughout this whole Herald run. That's amazing, by the way. But in the interest of time and not wasting any more of your time, even though I usually go for 2 hours, again, I'm going to leverage that with, and I think you, let me know if you agree, but I don't want to rush a run, especially during the Nuzlocke challenge, if anything else, and fail the run and get reset. So I'm not going to try to squeeze in a run. I could probably do a run in under 15 minutes, but I probably won't be working at my best, basically. Because speedruns are a thing. But anywho, let's focus here. Knowledge, dexterity, light, strength, second encounter, which I forgot. And do we have the 6th floor? We actually don't have the 6th floor either. So, for all intents and purposes, I should survive. Even though I can heal stamina with my level up. I have a light source. And I have 9 strength. So, I shouldn't need to rest. But if you want to support this channel long-term, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I do have memberships open as well. I have some emotes, and I'll think of other things. If anyone who has membership, which is really only 2 people, I think, want to give me ideas as to what to do, let me know. Guys, let's climb this and pretty much near the end of this stream, because not much else to say. I'll stick around for a minute or two to kind of announce things I'm doing this week, but otherwise, yeah. So we don't even have Takshisan either, I don't think. White Death was first, funny enough, and I think the plant was second? Yeah. I fought, I think, 5 different encounters in Vigil. That being said, though, it's not like they were the hardest encounters, except for maybe the Puppet Matron, but you get what I mean. White Death was kind of iffy, but as we complete a Herald run, and I think we at least end the stream with something on the scoreboard, yeah, not much else to say. So, let me do some announcements, and then that'll probably be it while I switch to the scoreboard really quickly. But yeah, not much else to do. I'm still going to be playing Clay plus Spire. Although I should be putting out a video today if I want to stick by my kind of not hard promise, but just know I'm still playing it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, I put myself in a bit of a predicament because my schedule did not go as planned. Even as hard as I've been doing things for the past week, yeah, maybe I should need to reassess my priorities. But we'll see. This week is going to be a week. I do want to do more stuff, but those probably won't take priority. But otherwise, it'll be more World of Horror stuff. So Tuesday's going to be the Spire stream. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays and Sundays are going to be. I need to update that. But I do have other games that I may want to plan on. But at that point, I know 3 games is definitely my limit. There was a point in my channel, and I think that they're still online on the channel, where I juggled 3 games at the same time. And they were even intensive games in terms of me trying to record. But yeah, without further ado, not much else to say. Let me do this. And yeah, I think that'll be the end of the stream. So without further ado, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. And if you've been watching, I'd like to thank you either now or in the future as a VOD. But without further ado, that should be the end of the stream. And I will see you when I see you. I'll make announcements on my community page if something happens. That's why it's, I guess, one benefit to subscribing to the channel in case I come out with something to say. But usually it's things like I can't make a video, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So yeah, also yes, I'm still thinking about my Batsu. I just couldn't do it this weekend because a website decided to go crazy with its rulings. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, without further ado, that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!